or working abroad. Abroad meaning outside of Accra, outside of Ghana. And we need to know all the nitty-gritties, everything that happens outside. If they are doing section blue or section red, just as we do. All the little things that we need to know, the experiences and all of that. So I'd want for you to be a part of it. You can find me on Instagram at na_oyo_quarter. Don't forget to add your name and location when you find me or when you send me a message. And again, don't forget to hit the like and the follow button. Now, here's what. I've got a wonderful guest. We'll get into this conversation. But before we do, I need you to know that, the show is actually sponsored by H&H Gary Mix, right? It's sponsored by H&H Gary Mix. I mean, it's his fault. Just add water. And then you're good to go. It's got Gary, he has nuts, he has creamer, it's got sugar. 4-in-1. Just add water, mix it and enjoy. We are proudly sponsored by H&H Gary Mix. One more time, my name is Oyo Quarter, and you're welcome to the Friends and Family Show. I'll take a breather, I'll be right back.
Kelvin, be a good boy. Focus on your studies and don't follow girls with longer life than their future.
My son is under VIP security and I'm the head of domestic affairs. Johnny Mami, don't be optical. Guys, we need to talk about the man or the Roma. Ma, Johnny Mami, what is? Milk Drono. Boy, me more feeling what is?
Okay, senior, thank you.
Yeah, you think it's free? Major garage and Katia, sugar, share, Mammy Nunya Samwati. Hey, that a beating to market or top of H&H Gary. Wait now, so you Gary. For me, oh yeah, Chocomas.
You have the choice to pick and choose, so you Choco Gary. Boys and girls, why I see? What they going for here?
This advert is FDA approved.
Sister, me dad, dear Betty, be an amium, me. I could eat that. Me many tears, some of them is a kind of set. You made us with it.
Sika, sit down to the moon. Juju so mo.
Baggy the one, yeah. Remember, be free.
So, what you say bag number? One number to show.
Wow.
That's a minute one for you, Banana Monsolio.
Hey!
In a nation full of questions, where truth often hides behind noise, one show dares to ask what truly matters face to face. With fearless clarity and a quest for accountability, host Umaru Amadou sits down with the movers and shakers of politics, governance, society, and business, confronting the issues that define our national conversation.
The party itself has said that whenever you're in opposition, you should choose flag bearers early.
So what you are trying to tell me is that you want somebody who is going out to come and select a leader for you. So the next person will come and say, but I didn't select him.
Direct victim of attack, violent attack.
Where and when?
The first one happened in Parliament. I was pregnant.
Now, for me, it was legitimized by a radio or TV station giving her a position to work.
So for you, take issue with GH1 and what and giving her the platform.
That is where the minority is. We are on them. We've asked questions.
President Mahama will be a mean president if he prioritizes only his children and DCP. He needs to demonstrate a Ghanaian government.
Every Tuesday at 9 p.m., join Umaru Amadou on Face to Face as he digs deeper, challenges power, and reveals the stories shaping Ghana's future. Only on Channel 1 TV.
Curious about what's happening beyond your borders? Beyond Borders takes you there. Every Wednesday at 7 p.m., join Caleb Kudo as he explores the stories that shape our world, connecting you with Ghanaians in other cultures and seeing the world through their eyes.
So we've learned one thing, you leave your shoes outside. Wow.
Tuesdays.
You know,
I won't go to Ghana dressed in a Lacoste.
As director of operations.
From international politics to the human stories that define nations, Beyond Borders brings you a fresh perspective of Ghanaians around the world, one conversation at a time. Beyond Borders with Caleb Kuda airs Wednesdays at 7 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV.
Welcome back to the Friends and Family Show. We're still live on Channel 1 TV. My name is Noyo Kwote. Like I said before I went on that break, we're talking about all the realities of studying or working abroad. And I've got 4 wonderful guests, 3 gentlemen and a lady. I'm going to just introduce them real quick, and then we'll get into this conversation. I just want you to know exactly where they went to or what they did. So I'm going to add that to their bios, okay? So on my right, I have Calvin Ment, who's actually a twin. I had him on the Twin Show. So Calvin Ment is a product manager of Haptel, and he studied in the U.S. How you doing?
I'm doing
nice
well.
to see you again.
Nice to see
How's
you
your brother?
He's doing
He's
well.
fine.
He's
Right. Again, I have Dr. Ifya Mponta, who is a medical officer, author, and an entrepreneur. Studied medicine in China and run businesses on campus as well. Hi, Ifya.
Hi,
Oh, hi, Doc. Oh, let me take it away.
Hi, no.
Not be easy to get Doctor.
I'm telling you.
So hi, Doc.
In
How
a
you
foreign
doing?
country.
Correct. So you tell me all about that.
No
all the way in
problem.
China, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I have Elson Hedido, who is a chartered valuer and a real estate consultant. Studied and worked in Spain, Madrid.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Were you going to the stadium?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Hey,
yeah.
you tell me about that one. And finally, I have Gabriel Kwete Tete, who's a pastor, author, and sales executive. Studied and worked in China. How's that going?
Going great.
Yeah. Anyway, you're welcome to the studio this evening.
Thank you.
And nice to have you, a full set. Yeah. And I think that we have to gel and leave this before, because otherwise they'll overshadow us.
Oh,
This thing, you'll be left out, but you have to macho yourself. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. So studying outside. Now let me ask this very question. What actually influenced your decision to choose that particular place of study or work? So you went to the US, you went to China, Madrid, Spain, and then China. Okay, so what influenced that decision?
I think obviously growing up, most people want to go to the US, so just kind of wanted to get that experience, going to school outside the country, just to get different experience from what I was used to in Ghana. So that was primarily the main reason, honestly.
Okay,
Yeah.
but you chose US.
Yes,
You wanted to go to
US.
school.
I wanted to go to school. in
Okay,
the
what
US,
did you study?
So I studied international relations and business management.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
All right, Doc. I don't need to ask what she wants to study in China now.
Oh. But it was an interesting journey. Mine, I didn't per se choose China. It was when I finished high school, I went to Wesley Girls, and then someone was sharing flyers that, oh, there are scholarships available to go and study in China. I'm like, okay, let me just take it for my brother. And then one way or the other, the year I finished, it was a year the Form 3s and Form 4s were finishing. So then there were no medical school was taking any medical students in Ghana. And my parents are like, why would you stay in Ghana for a year without going to school? So just go to China. And that's how I ended up there.
Ah.
Yeah.
All right. What about you?
Mine was a little bit interesting because I've been trying to go outside to study for some time. Then I've tried a couple of times and I wasn't successful. So one day somebody shared that of Spain and I tried it and it was okay.
And
so,
a fire.
Yeah.
A dim.
Yeah. So, and as a Madrid fan, I was so happy.
Like joke.
Yeah.
It was also part of the reason why you wanted to go.
No, I was happy that I'm going to Spain because I am a Madrid fan.
Right. Hey, this is interesting.
So.
Yeah. So like you didn't even feel it. Whatever pressure was there, because you go and watch a Madrid game. It's true. It's true. What about you, there?
All right. So back in school, I always wanted to go outside to further my education. So
right.
After school, like I was working at the bank, and I have a friend. And one time I was checking her status, and I saw that Charlie, she was in the snow. So I said, hey, Charlie, what's up? what's happening? He said, oh, Charlie, I'm in China. So per the information she gave me, I said, okay, why not? Let me just try. And then, so that's how come I end up in China. Yeah.
Okay, so
And-
now Adinafa, you guys are ready to go. What's the hardest part about moving?
I think leaving your family behind.
Are you serious?
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
yeah. Leaving your family behind and leaving what you're, typically used to.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you obviously have to adjust and, assimilate in a different country.
I
as
don't know,
well.
the US, if you Yankee, you know what I'm saying?
But still.
Yeah, you can't say sound like you. You're going to, because you're still speaking English.
Yeah, we still speak
Right?
English. Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to be a bit, but I understand the family part, especially if you're a family person.
Yeah.
Like, your mommy, daddy, boy, or something, like you're really
Which is
the
what I
family
was.
oriented person. Yeah, it would be quite
It was
difficult.
tough. It was
But again, if it is Yankee, my guy's tough. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Which part of America?
I was in New York.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's not like you went to Texas or something. You know, Texas, quite the rich people are there. They will give you,
And the
shake
weather's
yourself.
nice in Texas.
Yeah.
It's warm over there, so
Yeah,
you feel
but
the
what
more.
am I
Trying to see.
I'm sorry.
don't get it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so that's the hardest part.
Yeah, leaving
Just
family.
the family. Okay. What about you, Fair?
The language. I mean, it was interesting. I loved learning the language and relationships. Oh, Nubeja, you leave your boyfriend.
It's not always a problem. The boyfriend part.
It wasn't my problem. I'm just saying these things happen. I'm just saying.
But I'm asking
generally,
you now. You say generally.
You can't be asking direct questions. You.
Okay, so what's the hardest part for you leaving?
In person.
Ah.
Going to China.
The language.
Okay, you
and
thought
then
about that.
relationships because
You
I had
see,
been
the reason
warned.
is still there.
Yeah, because I had been warned that don't bring a Chinese man home. So you have to.
But how long were
you've been
you
there
there
for
for?
6 years.
That's great.
So by the time you finish,
You
you
lost
should
all
be
your friends,
bringing.
Yeah.
You should be bringing someone home, basically, and you can't bring a Chinese. So it was an interesting journey. I mean, so the language and relationships.
What
Yeah.
about you, Elson?
I think the documentations, do this. It's too much.
But you also have to go to Madrid.
Yeah. So you have to do this test, do this one, bring this paper, do this one, making sure that everything is intact. You don't leave anything behind. Oh, that's the most difficult part to me. Yeah.
To you.
Yeah, but
What about you?
Yeah, I can also say the language, the language. And it's crazy, like, it's crazy, the language to me, the language. And then racism, you can get in a bus, you sit here, all the Chinese sitting this side will stand up. You can sit here, that's how. Charlie, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So
Yours
after
was
6 years, can you
better.
speak Chinese?
Yeah.
You can fluently.
Fluently.
What about you?
Indian.
Idiot.
I just asked you simple question. I speak Chinese. What's the yes?
trying to confuse us.
What's that?
Probably she understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
the two of us, we might just end up confusing all of you.
Okay,
So does that
confuse
mean
us,
like a
let's
little
see.
bit, a little
Oh.
bit.
Eh, just a little bit.
Yes.
Come and yeah, woman, show Shama.
Hey. Just want to disgrace me here, please. I beg.
You saw you say, the way you said that, then I can suspect.
So I said EJ, and then you are going that.
But
no,
it doesn't
please.
sound like the Chinese will be hearing at all.
That's the thing. So the tonation, someone was like, if you're speaking Chinese and it sounds like tree, I'm like, it's just the accents.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's just, and if it's so similar to tree or even Gan, like the way the accents are. Yeah. Or for instance, if I want to say my name is, so they gave me a Chinese name, Zhou Fang. So if I want to say my name is Zhou Fang, I'll be like, 我叫 Zhou Fang, or 你叫什么名字? I'm saying it like a Ghanaian.
Yeah.
By a Chinese person, 你叫什么名字? So you see the difference. But I'm saying it like a
Language
Ghanaian.
class.
Hey,
It almost sounds like Gan. when
This
you
almost
said
sounds
it.
like
Yeah.
exactly.
don't I beg you. Don't do
Yeah,
that.
sorry, ma. We're sorry.
Don't do that.
Hey, sorry.
Sorry.
No, say it again. Let me see if I agree.
你叫什么名字?
No way. Maybe I down that. Maybe I down. Oh, Izima.
Maybe.
我叫简喜.
Yeah. So now finally, it's time for you to go, right? Did you ever say that? Listen, cry. Should I change my mind? Should I still go? Like were you really in for it? Like last minute. Now you have to leave today. Did you ever have that step back? Something that. So I don't know. I mean, you're sure
personally, I don't think so. Like when
you are really eager to go. Nothing stop you.
No. I really want to go.
Exactly. You that is a family. You are excited to leave.
Yeah, just because of a different experience.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to go to America?
So did you behave like our day? You put your dress down, wait for the time for your flight.
Yeah. I was the one who chased everyone. It's time to go to the airport. So I have to go.
Really? Yeah. You actually want to leave them?
Yeah. Fortunately, my mom went with me, and I went with a classmate from school. So it wasn't so difficult adjusting. Yeah.
This is good.
It's exciting.
Yeah. So run me through that very day that you had to go. What did you do?
So me personally, I'm sure my dad would be shocked to hear this, but then about a few days to go, actually the school that I was going to suspended my admission. Oh. And it's going to be crazy. Like, I've resigned from work and I'm preparing to travel, and then a few days to go, they said, Charlie, you cannot come to the school anymore. So I have to look for another admission for language studies so that I can go with it. Because I really want to go. Like, I was just done with
So the other one, did you source?
No, AMFA. So, like, no, the new one, the language. Yes, so I have to do the language for a semester before the next semester. I do my program. Yeah. So, like, I just want to go. And when that happened, I was quite disappointed. But I just have to keep it quiet, like, cool, so that my dad wouldn't know. Because
you see why they say that when you are traveling, don't tell anybody. Your passport will get
you see that it was crazy. It was crazy. But at the end of the day, I get to go to China, and then life continues from there.
Wow. Anyone else? Run me through the very day, like you're leaving.
Oh, okay. I think it was a mixed feeling, kind of.
Yeah.
I'm leaving a family behind, and I'm going somewhere I can't see them like.
Often.
Yeah, very often like that. So it was a mixed feeling. But the night before, funny now, I couldn't sleep. Like,
it's like a wait for our day.
Yes, I couldn't sleep. So the day came, and I just have to go. And it was a little bit sad when you see that, like, when the flight is about to take off, then you are leaving your people behind, like
leaving their workplace.
Yeah, yes, the food.
Yeah, was that a problem? Leaving your food behind?
Not really, but you start missing Ghana when you are leaving Ghana.
So you took Gary?
Oh yeah, I took few things. Yes, I got some apple, so I took some few things along.
And shito?
Yes, and some small Ghanaian dishes. But it's
that was called hold me tight. Because if you get there now, everything you're supposed to eat, you actually don't know what to eat.
Yeah. For me, when I got to the airport, they took all my stuff. Like, before I get to
airport, Kotoka?
No, like China.
Oh,
before I get
there was Kobe and things inside.
Everything was
You didn't ask for the memo.
Everything was inside. Everything was inside.
You should have called me. I would have given you list.
Everything was inside. Everything was inside.
They don't allow like meat, like fresh. So the Kobe looks like fresh meat. That's why they didn't allow you.
The Kobe, the dried fish. Charlie, like I was sad.
First day, they broke your heart first day.
Seriously.
That was my story. For me, the first day I was leaving, I was so ready because my mom had already called the person that was bringing the Kobe, the person that was bringing the kako, the shito was ready.
Wow.
We must live. And she was going along with us. So her bag, we intentionally didn't pack anything in her bag. So her bag was full of food.
For the Kobe.
That's what Ghana must go.
Ghana must go. We have to send Ghana wherever we are going because, how are we going to live? First of all, you don't even know how the currency exchanges. So the money that they'll give you to spend, you have to be wise.
Yes.
And then also, being there in a new environment, we don't know how the Chinese people, they said they eat frog. Or they didn't they said they eat frog. So we had to prepare. So for me, the day leaving, it was a bit stressful in the beginning because I told you I traveled with my friend and my mom. So we get to the airport, even though there are like 6 suitcases because we are 3, we're still overweight. So at the airport,
Kako is there. Adjuni, kakra,
gari,
kakra.
Your friend is saying Banku mix. Nobody has sponsored me, so I'll mention. But Banku mix, fufu mix, just say, Jai, 4 each.
You prepared?
Yeah.
Very fortunate.
So did they take everything away?
No, I was able to send it.
You actually went, yeah.
If you are sure, I'd have given you how to do it.
The guidelines.
Yeah, because you put. this is just for anyone else. Don't come for me. But you put like the Kobe and everything, you wrap it very well and you put it in a sealable jar. Like you seal it with a jar. So the smell doesn't even come out. Okay. So it's just the jar they see. And right now there's Kobe paste and all those things.
Some of the Kobe was in the
in the rubber.
Margarine. I put some. I put some solid tape on it. That one they couldn't touch it.
That one they couldn't touch it.
He was trying to open it and Charlie the thing no they open. So he left that one for me. So fortunately I got some of it, but the rest of it in my bag.
Oh no.
Broken heart.
Sorry.
Anyway, so let's talk about your touchdown. You touched on China, you touched on Spain, China, USA. Okay, now in the first month, what was the, I don't think this is for me, moments for you. I shouldn't have done this in the first place. What was that moment for you?
I think when I first got, so I'd been to New York when I was younger, right? But when I first got there, the school I was going to was not in central New York, it was more upstate. So more like the countryside, like trees. So in my mind, I thought I was going to like, Manhattan, Times Square, but the school it was more up to like Syracuse. So I got there and I see a lot of white people and a lot of just green grass and forest. I'm like, so is this really like the New York? I mean, it just basically changed my whole perception of what I was expecting to see. So at that point, I think I actually called my dad. I was like, I was ready to transfer to a different school, even like go back.
It's not for me.
I remember that very well. Just, I think there was a lot more white people than I had actually expected.
That's like after how long of staying?
I think like a week, 2 weeks.
Regret syndrome.
Honestly, it came very early.
It came very early.
Yeah, very early.
All right, Ifya?
No, I don't think I had any.
You were ready to stay?
Yeah, to be very honest. Like, so where I went to, we had an agent. Remind me to tell you about that story later. That story, I have to say it here. We had an agent that helped us and everything. So we get there and then there are like 3-4 Ghanaians already in the school to welcome us. So for me, what shocked me, it wasn't even a cultural shock or anything. What shocked me was that I do my medicals and everything in Ghana. I'm clear to go to school because you have to do it before you get to school. And then we've paid the necessary money, scholarship, but anyway. So we pay the money for the scholarship and everything. We get there, and then the guy says that I have a problem with my liver that connects to my lungs. Bear in mind, I hadn't started medicine, but liver connected to lungs, I really couldn't understand what he was saying. Because he said when I went to China, my mom was like, when we're in Ghana, they didn't detect anything. How do we come to China? So that was a bit of a scare because on that basis, you're going to be deported because you're not medically fit to start school or what. So it was a shock only to find out later that it wasn't real and it was just a way to get more money from us. So that moment, I was just like, wow, like, when will Ghanaians ever stop? Like, in a different country.
Oh, so it was a Ghanaian who said this to you?
Yeah, it was a Ghanaian. Yeah, it was a Ghanaian. I wasn't a foreigner.
Funny enough, in China, it's the Ghanaians that join the Ghanaians.
Yes, your fellow
exactly.
Ghanaians. It's crazy.
And said, I was from Joan Bantam's.
Really?
Or welcome to the club.
It's crazy.
Because you don't know your way around. So whatever they say, I bet that you're going to listen. This is how it's done here. That's not how it's done there.
That was it for me. Because you didn't know anything, so you'd have to like fall on them as to where to shop, what to do. So once you're in the system for like 3 months, 4 months, and you realize that no,
that's not how it works.
That's not how it works. So the shock was more from my own people, quote unquote, than the Chinese people.
Oh, interesting.
What about you, Elson?
Yeah, I think the weather. I went.
The weather.
Yeah, I went. Yeah, I went in the fall.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was thinking like, oh, this is the fall. The temperatures were not bad. So when I landed the first, like at the airport, I was in some light winter jacket, but still, I was feeling it. The first week, hey, Masa.
You didn't get a place to buy the coat.
Oh, you buy the coat, but you know, Ghana no.
It's a light one.
Like
you have to bandage yourself.
You put layers upon layers, but at the end of the day,
I don't think there is any layer that can prevent you from catching the cold, Charlie Massa.
So you see, that moment you remove your attire to go and bath.
That short moment.
That short moment. You can do a lot of things.
But there's polish on that now.
So honestly, we did that.
I want for you to say that to you. I say something else. That's why I said that.
Yes. And because the weather is cold, you don't sweat.
Yeah, so what's there cleaning? What's there for cleaning everything? No, but we need to know. If I slow down, we need to know. That's how we buy our suitcases and we say what to know what to put inside. You get so that's it for you. Like that's like whether an you want to come back.
It's enough to let you rethink it.
Want to go back.
The second part was getting accommodation. The first month was it was
terrible.
Terrible, yeah, difficult. But by the help of some few friends in
you knew people there?
The missionary there, like they did a good job. Yeah. Honestly, the Ghanaian missionary in Spain, they did a good job. Like they really helped us. That was like the breakthrough for us.
For you.
Because the first week we struggled, so you have to move from Airbnb to Airbnb just to get accommodation.
And that's a lot of money.
Yes, and people are not willing to rent out their space to the black people. So once they know we are black, they are a little bit,
No. Okay. What about you, Kwete?
Yeah, for me, like I was ever ready. Like I was just ready. So
what can come?
Oh yeah, like so.
Couldn't be bothered.
No, you know, like
you
I was just
survive.
ready for it. Yeah, so I didn't really have any difficulty.
Because when you come back, you know Bafi.
The thing I'm a Shama boy, so so I was ready for anything. So like I just went, and then what happened, and like we survived.
How long did you stay?
Oh, just 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't plan coming, but COVID locked me up in the city, and I couldn't go back to my school. I have to fly from there to Ghana.
To that one. Okay, so on that Ashama note, I want to go for a break because Ashama comes inside the system. I want to go for a break. All right, we're still talking about all the experiences about of studying or working abroad. Okay, you're still on the Friends and Family Show. I'll be right back after this break.
Hey Ghana, so you people know Miss Brother Man Small. If you knew, it's your boy. Kill them all. But this time, I'm not only killing mosquitoes, I am killing the grades. See? This wouldn't have been possible if I didn't have the perfect mosquito-free atmosphere. Thank you, Out Insecticide. And yeah, Out Mosquito Coil. For a mosquito-free atmosphere, trust Out to... You are not serious.
Out Insecticide. So ya boa faha.
Kelvin, be a good boy. Focus on your studies and don't follow girls with longer lashes than their future.
My son is under VIP security and they arm the head of domestic affairs. Johnny Mami, don't be optical. Guys, we need to boss in the man or Roma. Ma, Johnny Mami, what is? Milk with Trono. Boy, me more feeling what is?
Okay, senior, thank you.
Yeah, you think it's free? Major Gary and Katia, sugar. Share, Mami no nyase mwate.
Survivor pack.
Hey, that a beating. To make it to Chobosu. H&H Gary. Where now? So ya Gary. For me. Oh yeah. Chobomas.
You have the choice to pick and choose. So ya Choco Gary. Boys and girls, why I see?
What they going for here?
This advert is FDA approved.
Kwame and his uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, Mommy.
I'm the second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
No, delay. Trot from Kaswati. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late, of course.
Abuja be luckiest. From not the pure cause she be luckiest. Me and you go be luckiest. No matter why you're luckiest. Everybody go be that luckiest.
That's Kwame.
Senya God the apple boom. If you put it toye, so would the coming of the Son of Man be. Is that his car?
Dial star 712#. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompts and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
All right, we're back on the Friends and Family Show talking about the realities of studying or working abroad. And I'm talking to my 4 lovely guests, 3 gentlemen and a lady. And yeah, so we're doing China, Madrid, China, USA. We're going to, maneuver through. We're talking about all the experiences before they got there. So before we went on the break, we're talking about my Shama guy here. Who actually, I asked them, what that moment for them was. That is this the time I wish I didn't come. I don't want to do this. So if you're home and you're watching and you have any of these experiences or somebody else's experience you'd want to share, you can send me a message via WhatsApp on the number 020-444-7033. That is 020-444-7033. And don't forget to add your name in the case. I really would want to know your experience as well. Probably other countries, There are so many people. I'm wondering how people actually survive in Finland, Ireland. You get? Norway, Iceland, North Pole, Father Christmas Town. Yes. Father Christmas Town. All those places. I just want to know if anybody, because I'm told that Ghanaians are all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
So I want to know your experience if you've actually studied or lived in any of these places. I would really love to know. And here's what, I still want to let you know that we're sponsored by H&H Gary Mix. It's just add water. It's 4 in 1. There's Gary Day, there's Nkatia Day, there's creamer, there's sugar. Just add water, that's all you need, all right? And enjoy. Okay, so my next question will be what the biggest culture shock for you was. Ghana, we have our own, you understand, because you're used to this, you grew up here and all of that. And then you go there and say, what is common here is not common there. What's this normal here is not normal there. Like, we're actually having a conversation. We can't say that one there. We can't say it.
No.
We can't say it. They'll catch us.
We can't.
Yeah, we can't say.
Yeah.
Interpol,
we don't know who's watching.
So, what that culture shock for you was? Did you have any?
I think, I wouldn't say I had a big culture shock, because I think going to the US, there's a lot of similarities. I'll probably say maybe one might be how school was in terms of teaching, how you interact with your professors compared to in Ghana. I'll say that might be the big difference. They're a bit more open. A lot of them actually prefer you call them by their first names and stuff like that. But overall, in terms of the country, I would say, I guess I was kind of used to it. It was what I expected.
Because you've seen that in movies.
Yeah, many movies. I'd been there once.
Music.
So, yeah, It wasn't really so shocking to me. Yeah.
Okay. That's why I say, the American life. Yeah, we get it. Okay, so now China. What's the, cultural shock?
Off my head, there are lots. I can't remember all of them. But for me, even the first few months, any Chinese person you see wants to touch your hair. They want to take a picture with you. I don't know if you experienced that.
Yeah,
they want to take a picture with you. They ask you, which country are you from? And then I'll tell them I'm from Ghana. Because when you say Ghana, right, it's Ghana. But then they hear Canada, which is Canada. And then they've now understood that they are Black Americans. So they're like, oh, need song Canada laidama. And then I'll be like, Jana. Then they're like, Jana. And I'm like, yes. Like, oh, you play football. And I'm like, yes, you know Stephen Appiah. And I was surprised they knew Stephen Appiah in China. Yeah, everywhere, everywhere. Like, once I said I was from Ghana, I'm like, yeah, I know. And then the conversation goes on. They want to touch your hair. They're like, do you guys still live on trees? I'm like, we never lived on trees. We never lived on trees. And, I mean, that was it for me. And the fact that, even though they don't celebrate Christmas, the whole place is flooded with Christmas trees. They don't believe in the celebration of Christmas, but the whole place is flooded. And to find a church in China, that was a shock.
Really?
I was so surprised. I didn't think I'll find a church there. So we actually had like a Christian fellowship, like a charismatic sort of vibe, and then we had the Catholic church, and I think the Presbyterians also had a church. So then, I mean, I was surprised that there were even options. And you could go to the Chinese service or you could go to the English service, which was hosted by We the Blacks. So, I mean, that for me was a cultural shock. I didn't even know they believed in God. It was amazing. Yeah.
Right. Madrid.
I remember a few. I think the first one, at like the way they all eat outside. So you see that at 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. they are going for dinner. Then you see people moving out of their homes, going to sit at the restaurant and have dinner and
at
eat.
9 p.m.
Yes, like they really eat late in the night. So they go and have fun and come back. It's unlike here in Ghana, like it's not, you sit at home and you cook and you eat your food. But theirs is more like going out. Like it's an intentional thing. People, oh, can we have dinner today? Then all of a sudden they will plan the event. All of a sudden everybody's out there, like they are going. It was a little bit awkward for me. Then the greeting, like you see somebody and we Ghana gentle handshake is okay, but that place, Charlie, it's some small kisses on your cheeks, like hey. Like I saw it in a movie, but I didn't know that.
It was that intense.
They were intentional about it. That's how they greet, like the others, like especially the females. And it was really surprising. At first, I was a little bit hesitant, but as time goes on, I got used to it. Then I think this one was not cultural shock, but it was like system shock. I knew that they were very organized,
right?
But they were so organized beyond my expectation. Like things were on point. Everything is by appointment, and once you book appointment, done deal. You go and meet the person. So if it's a doctor you want to see, once you book appointment, as at that time the doctor is there for you. And if it's a police engagement you have to get, once you book an appointment, everything like appointment. Ghana, you wake up and you go.
The system is working.
The system is working. Yes. So like I was really shocked at those few things. I think there are many, but let me limit it there.
How about you?
Yeah, so I think the few I can remember is you pick a taxi and the taxi driver will call either the wife, the brother, then they'll be
FaceTiming.
Yeah, they'll be touching your skin to check, is it that you are dirty? Like, I was like, Charlie, what's up? Apart from that, the other thing was you see professors, like they wear knickers, like joggers, they'll park their cars, pick their bicycles.
Yes,
like in Ghana here, professors who wear suits
and
no offense.
Because
so like,
I said cultural shock. Like don't come and compare us. We beg you.
Okay.
We like Agbada and this.
So I was shocked to see professors like big
like
men,
dressed down.
Yeah, dressed down and very simple, and they are so much concerned about their children. Like when they go to where they get back, they take their children to a lot of, like they can go to about 3-4 classes in the evening. From here you are going to there, you are going to learn this, you are going to learn that. Like it's crazy.
There's no space for tomato.
They have so much time for their kids that I don't know how to compare it. It's really crazy. It's really
They're intentional about family.
One thing I really, even in China, so the old women, they have an association. I don't know if your place you had it. Yeah, so then they dance in front of the apartment. So like if it's an estate, all the women in the estate and the men in the evening, then they will dance in front just to exercise.
Like choreography.
Yeah.
But
really?
Yeah. So then the way their family system is, when you get married, you live with your parents. And then your children, so your grandparents are the ones who take care of your children. That's how their system works.
Yeah.
So you all grow up in the same house. It's just how it works. So in the evening, the parents are now with their children because the nannies, the grandmas have taken care, and then the grandparents are downstairs exercising playing. They have a boom box they play with. You remember? Yeah. It's fun. You saw that in Spain too.
Yeah, it's like they do
They
that
exercise,
a lot.
yeah.
They
So like
exercise a lot.
in China, you can enter a house and you can find great-grandfather,
yeah.
mother,
All of them.
grandfather,
Yeah.
all of them in
One
the same
yard.
house.
The whole lineage.
Oh yeah.
And one thing I learned is that
3 or 4
anytime-
generations.
Yeah, anytime you're going to visit. So one thing I learned from anytime you're going to visit, you have to have fruits.
Oh, okay.
You have to go with
You
fruits.
have to go with fruits.
Okay.
You
I think
can't go
that's
to a
one thing
Chinese
that
person.
it's actually out there, like almost
Yeah.
everywhere,
Yeah.
but not here.
Yeah.
Because I find it very fascinating when I'm being invited to I'm inviting you to a party, or I'm saying today's my birthday. They say, where's the party?
Yes.
You get it?
should be-
You
yeah.
get it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
in America, where you're being invited for even for normal dinner, you go with a bottle of wine, or you go with cake, or you go with something,
have
you know, to actually help with the party.
Yes, everybody contributes.
Contribute,
Yes.
exactly. But me, me quiet, mama beer back who say you get it? Why? What stop you from bringing the beer?
It's my day.
Yes,
You
and
know-
it's fine. That's one thing I really do not
Yes.
understand.
I went for a party, and at the end of the day, you have to share the bill equally.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
you know, I don't understand. So
somebody's birthday party. Oh.
Yes.
So we share
All
the.
of you share.
Yeah, I think right now people are actually doing it here. So it was actually a big conversation one time on radio. We were talking about it, that would you go to, if you're invited to dinner and you're being asked to pay, if you understand how these things work, I don't think it should be a problem.
Yeah, I don't think
Unless
so.
of course you are there, shame me no. You get it? When you get there, you're expecting that the person will buy 2, 3,
Exactly.
and then you would actually choose the most expensive wine. I really do not understand that concept.
No, I think I like their system because
Yeah.
once you are contributing, you take responsibility. So
Yes.
you eat and drink responsibly.
And thank you.
Thank you.
know,
You wouldn't
Because
do
on a
that.
regular day, I don't think you take yourself out and buy Bel-Air or something on
Yes.
regular. But why are you expecting somebody else to buy Bel-Air for you to drink? Then when you go, you take the bottle
Yes.
and you pay for them.
And buy food you will not eat.
You boy, you don't eat. You say add yam.
Yes.
Say add spring rolls. But you too, my boy. Because I don't understand.
No.
Where's your money? That you're placing order. So that's what I really do not understand on this side. But we are growing.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
We're improving.
We're improving. Yeah, I think people now do understand. Like
yeah.
when you
More
go
reasonable
for
about
dinner and all of that, people try as much. Okay, so let me check this real quick. I have a message. Check it, and let's see. Okay, so my time in school in India was incredibly enriching. One of the first things I noticed was the food. Indians tend to eat more vegetarian diets, which was a new experience for me. I adapted by eating more instant noodles and eggs. I also experienced culture shock when I learned about the prevalence of arranged marriages in India. Interestingly, the weather was quite similar to what I'm used to in Ghana. This is Chief Atta in Accra. I'm really enjoying your show today. My experience was mixed feelings because I was told Russians are racist and there are no blacks, but trust me, it was the other way round. Leaving my grandma, my mom, and my dad that day, I cried at the airport. Eh? Me that I want to go.
Oh yeah.
Cry. Anyway, but when I finally touched down in Moscow, the Ghanaian community welcomed me so well. Big shout outs to Gabriel. And first experience for me was I spent all my money on rent within a week because my school will accept medical examinations from Ghana unless one done in Moscow. So it wouldn't accept medical examinations from Ghana unless one done in Moscow. So I have to spend on medical another examination I did not prepare for. An Airbnb for over a week.
Wow.
Charlie. I had to quickly head to Headhunter when I was left with $100 to look for a job ASAP. I can't forget my first job at one call center. Very funny story. Please tell me about that. But in all, it was a good experience, and I can't wait to go back. I love and miss Russia, especially Moscow. The food, the people, the culture. Can't wait to be back. All right. Keep sending your messages. I really want to know your experience. Either you studied or lived outside of Ghana or lived in abroad. Okay. Now, my next question. How did you adapt to all of these, cultural things? Because you must switch.
Yeah, definitely.
Quickly.
You must adapt. You must, take it quickly. Otherwise, survival mode, straight. How did you adapt?
I'd say for me, luckily I knew a few people already that were there. My sister lived there as well, so when I got there, she was the first person I met. She kind of provisioned a lot of stuff for me. So she taught me the ways and how to go about things, how to move, who to talk to, try and build a community, especially like the Ghanaians that were already there, because it can be very lonely, very challenging. So I would say having a Ghanaian community and people that you can already interact with, that definitely helped a lot. Yeah, and I think the U.S. culture is not very difficult to adapt to be honest. So,
because we've been stealing small,
yeah,
we've been adapting. So yes, it makes it
was very
easy.
seamless for me, to be honest.
Yeah. The accent. The accent.
Of all the things to steal.
I don't know why people steal the accent.
Honestly.
Ghanaians do that a lot.
Oh, a lot.
Yeah. But is it one thing that you would want to, grab when you go into another country?
No, I would say for me, what I realized was when I first got there, right, how I would speak and how I would enunciate and pronounce certain words, they wouldn't grasp it or hear me. So now you need to pronounce it the way they would understand. So that's where you
pick up there.
That's where you pick up there.
Me, ganging, never
like,
say
instead
that.
of saying water, you say water, stuff like that.
No, what happened? Never say that.
No, you repeat yourself a lot.
Yeah, we'll do that. No, but why should I adapt? You don't adapt.
But you're on their land.
No.
So you're on their land?
Yeah, but then it's not like a strictly one-sided land.
Well,
there's so many.
Of different cultures.
There's different cultures.
If you go to Rome,
you know what I'm saying? No, but there are other people. The Lebanese, there are other people there. They're speaking their language as well. The Chinese, they've got downtown. When you go to Chinatown, they have their own. They speak their own language. Nobody's saying that because I'm American and you're Chinese, I'm going to, unless of course I want to learn your language. I'm going to speak in my language. You accept. You to do sign language. We go. Why say make me back? Come on, you get. So it fascinates me when people come back after a year or two. Hello. Where from that one?
Wow, that's a fast one.
Yeah. It fascinates me.
You can spend just a month in the US.
Yeah.
Somebody will be there.
People
in a week. And
even after watching one,
they have an accent.
Yeah.
They need to adapt. It's the same way. It's the same way. Maybe one or two unknowingly. You can, sound like that.
Yeah, sometimes it is, because, when you're in a place for a while and you also pick up how they speak and how
exactly.
they
It affects you.
You find yourself saying certain words like, oh, wait, why am I pronouncing it this way?
Exactly,
so,
but not consciously.
Yeah.
You find me, please. Not consciously. So I've got more messages. Let me check them real quick. And my first culture shock in the Nordics was... the going to the clinic and having the doctor welcome me before going into the consulting room. So the doctor says what? Hello, patient, you're very welcome.
Yeah.
Wow.
Please, I was at a Zakosia. So they welcome you. Like what? With meat pie and juice? Or I want to. How did they welcome you? Do you know? Do you have any idea?
No.
Okay. So good evening. Please, I want to ask my brother who's in Spain that are the Spanish racist? Are they racist?
Not really.
No, not really.
Yeah, not really.
Is that what you thought before you went?
Okay, I didn't know whether they would be racist or not.
Did you
Because I was just open to it. Not really. I didn't really experience the racism. But you see, you feel not belong because you don't understand their language. Yeah. So most of the time you are detached.
Like there's a barrier.
There's a barrier. But if you're able to speak few of their languages, like maybe some words, they are welcoming.
Use one. Say 1, 2.
Oh, ¿cómo estás?
Meaning what?
How are you?
You knew he was going to say that. Change it.
Yeah.
I know how I change it.
Hola.
Hola, so hello.
Hello.
No, it's cocoa for me.
Hasta mañana. See you tomorrow.
Hey. There we go. Panini. All right.
Mañana.
Hasta what?
Mañana.
Yeah, mañana.
See you tomorrow.
I see. Yeah. Anyway, good evening. Please, I want to ask my brother who's in Spain, whether they're racist. Please be honest, because we're sharing wall with Spanish people in my area. And if it's like that, I will start showing them attitude from tomorrow going. Your mind is I'll start showing them attitude from tomorrow going. Yeah, this is Seth. I'm from watching you live in Kumasi, Keting Chrono. Okay. You want to show them shaking? Hello, I side with a guy who expressed his experience in Russia. I just arrived from Moscow after obtaining a master's degree the country is totally different from what it is portrayed in the media.
Yeah.
There's little racism. I experienced none. The city is super clean and organized, and their women are very neat. And these were more like a shock to me because I experienced a hostile vibe since that's what we read on the media.
Yeah.
Okay. But that's not what it is, right? In Russia.
Yeah.
I see. So we're talking about the accent before anyway. So let's move on from there because it will bring out things.
Yeah.
How did you build a community to make friends in your new country?
So, like I mentioned earlier, we had other Ghanaians there. So then they were a clique. Let's just put it as that. And then myself, my friend from high school, and then there was one other guy. We became 3. Then gradually we were now advocating for Ghanaians to come to China because we felt very lonely. And I think it's something a lot of people who travel outside don't talk about, the loneliness that come with it.
Yeah.
It's not just parents, but sometimes when you come back from school or from work, you're left with what YouTube or calling, and honestly, or just calling FaceTime back home. There's this loneliness because you can't just like walk next door and start chatting with the other person, or you go to the mall. It was just a bit too lonely. So for me, church did it for me.
It can be depressing.
It can be very depressing.
Yeah, because especially if
even
you're living
those
alone.
who are in the English-speaking countries, like my brother was in the UK. He was depressed. He just said he wants to leave the UK. He ended up in the US and he's fine. Apparently, I don't know what's going on in the UK, but the atmosphere is not atmospheric for him. So
I think it's the weather.
the weather. He said it's always dull. It's always dark. So there's no sun. He likes the Ghanaian sun, so he just went early. But basically, like for me, building a community was just finding a church community, and me in particular, I love doing stuff with my hands. So I started baking. I started making beads. So even though it was a business, I wasn't really doing it for the money. It was a way to kill boredom, if I'm being very honest.
Oh, okay.
And it was a way to kill boredom. So I learned how to bake on YouTube. Wow. I learned how to make beads when I came to Ghana. So in as much as I was selling those things, I got people from other countries, so Zimbabwe. So I have a friend who's having a birthday. Can you bake for them? Or my boyfriend's birthday is coming up. Can you make beads for me? Those beads that they write kwabna kweku. So then I get to. So it was a way to like now relate with other African countries, and it was interesting.
Yeah.
I think the first time, because I was like having maybe 4 or 5 different Ghanaian living in the same apartment, so it was a little bit okay. But when I came and I returned to go and work, that's when the reality dawned on me. I was living among only like Spanish. So I just have to now find myself in. So I've got myself involved more in church, IC Madrid. Then there's these friends of mine, they used to have training, jogging and those kind of stuff, exercises, evenings or sometimes. So I got involved. So I also follow them. Then we go for joggings, we go for some 1 or 2 things. They have a lot of parks. Parks, they are a lot. So there are a lot of outside gyms that you can go and do anything you want to do. So gradually I was feeling the community small. And once a while you hang out with Ghanaian friends and we catch the Ghanaian vibe. But it can really be depressing. Like,
but even here, if you're especially living alone,
you see, you can go out.
It's a bit easier to meet up with your friends,
you can just
connect
call
with
a
people.
friend. Think about time difference, calling back home,
and everybody's sleeping.
In Ghana, honestly, I can't put it in words, but when you're in Ghana, you just know you're home. There's this safety.
There's
a different. You are alone, but you're not alone. Like, this is a country where if
you can walk up to anybody and talk.
If your tire gets spoiled on the road,
somebody comes
to come and help you. In a different country, it's either you have to speak the language. They will just be passing by.
Oh yeah, everybody minds their business.
Yeah, everybody minds their business.
Yeah.
I had a colleague of mine who vomited on the bus. Everybody moved to the other side of the bus.
Yes, that was it.
In Ghana, we mommy, we okay.
Somebody's gonna give you water, tissue, or something.
That's Ghanaian hospitality.
Forget
You're on your own.
Yeah.
The Ghanaian hospitality is unbeatable. Nobody can convince me.
Yeah,
But
everybody.
I think with the Chinese, if you're able to speak their language,
That's what, if you're able to speak their
if
language,
you're able to speak their language,
but
yeah.
But they like
Some
minding
of
their
them are
business.
very nice
they
people.
do like minding their
Oh yeah,
business.
they don't like to go and get in trouble.
Especially when you're black, because they don't know where you're coming from. Before it becomes a police case, nobody wants problems.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, I'll take this message real quick. I think it's for you. Please, the guy in purple looks familiar. Ask him if he attended Mauli School or Hope Poly. This is Nelson.
Yeah, Hope Poly.
Hope Poly. Any Nelson once another. Anyway, we try. Anyway, we try. Anyway, now let's talk about practical challenges. You know, how did you deal with these practical challenges? Because if you're home like this, like say you have a baby, you definitely would find your mother, drop that baby. It's a practical challenge. Like you drop that baby and then you, but this is you somewhere that, you know, people are actually walking past you and everything. How are you handling these, you know, practical challenges? How did you go by them? Like you need help, to say help.
I can't really speak much because I was blessed. Like I said, my sister already lived there, so she helped me out a lot. Yeah, so
and I think
it was
in
very
China,
easy.
like the church, the Ghanaian community.
You become for
Yes. You go to church.
I'm telling you.
Oh, yes.
So you were going to church as well?
Yeah, the church
You have
makes
no
it
option.
You have
because
only place you
That's why you meet a lot of guys as well.
but there are churches who are very like the church time is very
very
short.
short.
So
Maybe an hour, 2
So
hours.
like
yeah.
that,
So I think for
Church
us,
closes very
we have to
early
take
over
a
there.
bus from where we are, drive long way. So by the time you come back, then it's already late. You know, you just
I
chat with one or
actually used to
two.
look forward to going and choir rehearsals. Oh
Hey.
my God.
Hey.
I never miss choir rehearsals. Because when else are you going to meet people? Unless you are planning to go and hang out and eat. And it's medical school. You should be learning. Where are you going to? So if it's choir rehearsals, you know definitely people are going to show up.
Right.
Definitely.
I'm just going to ask one general question, right? Do you ever regret taking that move? You know, at least you came with the grade, you came with something.
Man, not
don't
at all.
regret
Yeah.
You don't
It was
Great
it taught
experience.
it taught me how to be adaptable. Yeah. Adaptability.
For me, it was a
It's
timeout.
like it was okay. Yeah.
You just
You
come
do it
back.
again?
Definitely.
If you had a chance. North
Different
America.
country.
In a
Guys,
different
I'll
country.
take you
In a
go
different
India.
country. Yeah. Hey, India. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
you may never know.
Haven't lived in Spain.
I want to try
You can live
China.
anywhere.
I can live
You want to
anywhere.
try China?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Wouldn't mind going
I want to
to
thank
China.
you guys so much for coming and sharing your experience. I'd have loved to, know the introductions of the ingredients. You understand? But we can do this another time. Thank you so much. Well, it has been the Friends and Family Show. We've been talking about, all the experiences of living and working abroad. My name is Noyo Kwote. I'll be back tomorrow, same time, with the same banger. And yeah, one more time, the show has been sponsored by H&H Gary 4-in-1 Mix. Comes with Gary, creamer, sugar, and granite. Just add water. If you see it on the market, please grab it. It's a great way to start your day. Or probably just hold your body small, hold stomach, your whole body for the rest of the day. My love to you. Enjoy the rest of your day.